Hey guys, welcome to my latest purchase. On here, I'm going to be showing you a bit about this little less like kind of TikTok, more YouTube series. I'm going to be restoring it. It's the smallest drivable classic R129 that I've ever seen. And I think there'll be a really good series to show you how it goes from this to how it goes to my full-size one. I'm going to restore it. I'm going to be 3D printing loads of stuff with it. So 3D printing using the bits and pieces I've got here. I've got the large scale 3D printer and then the smaller resin ones. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing. I think I'm going to scan the big R129 and start printing like the headlights and all the bits. I mean, I don't know how well I'll be able to do the interior in the sense of it will need to be comfortable, and obviously if an adult's driving it, I can't just make like two normal little seats that would replicate it, but we'll try and get it as close as possible. But this thing's amazing. I paid just under £2,000 by the time I collected it for it, which seems a lot for a kind of broken bust up go-kart type thing, but it's the only one I've ever seen. Looks so cool next to the big one, and I think it's going to be such a cool YouTube series, kind of going from taking the shell off, seeing what it's like underneath. Everything's quite rusty, so I think I'm going to have to disassemble everything that's on the chassis, redo the motor, and all those bits. But let me show you about, and we are on the Meta glasses so you can see what I can see. So we are looking at the interior here. The door cards are actually pretty good. They're like formed plastic. They're definitely falling apart and will need to be redone, but they do have a kind of leather texture on them, which will be fun to replicate on the 3D printers. The steering wheel is obviously modelled off the original one, which is cool. Not the one in mine. Mine's a slightly later one, but that is, I think, the earlier R129 steering wheel. It's got a key to start that doesn't look like it really starts anything. It's got reverse, neutral, and forward, I assume. And down there's some questionable kind of rat's nests and the accelerator and the brake. And then in here we have the engine. So we've got a 4 horsepower Tecu-Mesh engine that does actually turn, but that return is really slow, so that's all going to need to be redone. I think that's the gear shift, which is good, and it looks like it's on a belt drive down there. Which is kind of fun. We got the bearings. It's got a disc brake, which I think we should upgrade to a like drift handbrake hydraulic thing to stop us, which is going to be good. And then what else have we got on here? So the back of it, let me show you the back. The back of it says Agostini Toys, which is the company that made it. They're an Italian company, and I think they used to retail in loads of places, including Harrods, which is actually where I saw a small car when I was younger, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Now I've bought one. Still definitely a bit painful on the price of it, but it's good. I think it'll be well worth it. Maybe we'll put a little replica number plate on there. It's got the original body kit styling of, I think, the AMG, the early one. The wheels are obviously rotten. Let's have a sort of bearing grease in there. I wonder if that pops off to remove it, I'm not sure. But I think I'm gonna 3D print some tiny AMG like hubcaps to go over that, and then we'll see if we can get them chromed. The tyres actually all look in decent condition. They're all holding air, but they are like kind of off-road tyres, so it might be cool to get some like a bit more slick to make it look to match the styling of the actual road one. And then you've got the front, and on the front you've got a bumper bar, which is probably a good thing, so it doesn't smash up the fiberglass moulding, even though it looks like it's probably had a few hits. So this is all going to need repairing. It seems like it's got like little lights down here. This actually comes off, so I might take this off like if I'm not driving it into things, or if a kid's not driving it. And then I'll 3D print the Proper Mercy logo. These are apparently Piaggio lights that go in here. But I think I'm probably just going to 3D print the actual headlights that go with it. Let me just check we're still recording it. We're still recording. I think I'm gonna probably actually 3D print the actual headlights. I'm gonna scan the R129 and do it, hopefully like cover this block as well. I mean, that's snapped anyway, so I could just take it out and do one complete piece. And then there's a lot of like fracturing and crazing on the fiberglass, where it just needs to be kind of all sanded. It's got like a perspex window, little crack there, so I'll glue use a perspex glue in there, and then cut and polish this with maybe like headlight polish. I'm gonna need to scan the wing mirrors off of mine, or an earlier one, actually, because this is the earlier shape, so I might need to borrow someone's R129 if they can. And then areas like this, I think, gonna have to sand and sort, filler, glue, like rebond that. And then gonna need new handles. Maybe we'll actually 3D print some little handles, which would be pretty good. This is all just like seat belts, which I think I probably will put seat belts back in because it's gonna be pretty fast. I think I might go with an electric engine on this one, just because it'll be way quieter, and then hopefully we can kind of get it around some industrial sites and do some drifts and some fun stuff with it. So if you've got any ideas or any information on this, or you've seen one before, or you know about them, please put that in the comments. I'd love to chat about it and kind of know what the retail price was of them new, how many there was made. I can't find any other. I've literally can't find another one of an R129. So I don't know how many were made with this body. I've seen some earlier ones, but not the R129. So it would be great to know if anyone's got any information on that, as to what it is, how fast it would have originally gone. I think, like I say, electric engine in the back. It would be cool to keep the petrol engine as well. I don't know how I'd do that with the belt system, but one of you guys, maybe an engineer, would be able to tell me. I'll show you the size of it. I'm 6'2", so I can just fit in it with a squeeze. Once it's got the pedals moved, I'm gonna have to move the pedals over, and maybe this shifter's gonna have to move. It's gonna be cozy, but it's actually pretty cool. It's the size of like a normal go-kart type thing, so yeah, it's pretty sweet. This all needs redoing, but yeah, it's a big project. I think if you've got any ideas or any advice on what to do, how to do it, it'd be amazing. I'm all ears. If you know anything about it, and if you know what's the best way to kind of bond the fiberglass and do that. I've got the 3D printing down, so I can do those bits, but there's a few mechanical bits and engineering that I don't know tons about. Obviously, it's a go-kart, so there might be someone in the comments who knows more about that. But yeah, it's going to be a sick project. I'm super excited. Yeah, I don't know where to start, but I will start. And yeah, stay tuned for the renovation. And then if you've got any ideas, maybe take it out to a golf course, do some cool shit like that. Maybe go to a go-kart racetrack, or just take it to a car show. I might make a tiny trailer for the back of the R129. I think that could be really cool. I think it's too heavy to put on to the onto like the back. I originally thought, oh, it'd be cool to put like a roof rack, but it's pretty heavy with that engine in it, so I think that's out the window. But yeah, thanks for watching. Join the journey. I think it's going to be wicked. I think it's going to be cool. Hopefully you'll keep me encouraged to get it done on my evenings and weekends between everything else I'm doing. But yeah, thanks so much, and yeah, stay tuned to see what it comes out like.